It's a big kick up into the forward line. Bounces back over and Pete Walsh is coming through. It's a bit of a scrummage there. John Brill's going in for it. Ariah Park. Free kick to Ariah Park there from the back. He takes it up the centre. There's a good mark there. He's gone back for a long kick. He puts it up and player contests it. It's in on the ground. Mick Steele's in on top of it. Umpire balls it up. It's Ariah Park. Still on the ground, the umpire will balls that. The umpire bounces it up. Dave Logan comes through and wins that one. Ariah Park rows it. He's picked it up. He's gone back into the plane. Gets a hand pass out. He's got plenty of time for a kick. Ariah Park marks it in the forward pocket. He's going to have a shot from there. It's touch ball. It doesn't even make the distance. Scrummage in front of the play, in front of the goals. The umpire's going to bounce it up. Dave Logan wins this one too. It's out in the centre. John Brill's there. He's got it. He'll go for a long... No, he's kicked it out on the wing. Mick Steele's there. It's a good mark to Steele. Gives a hand pass across to Shaney Manning. A big long talk. And that's a marked Ariah Park in front. Sludge kicks it down the centre. Ariah Park's got it. He's going the wrong way. Diddles has got it. That's Keogh comes through. He's had a shot for goal. It's just off line through for a point. Apparently, I call him Sludge. Sludge is going to roost it out from fullback. Oh, and he's hit Brad Roberts on the chest. Brad goes to the outer wing. The drop punt. Gawne, he's there for Ariah Park. Ariah Park takes it away from the pack. He should have a bounce. He'll have two. Gets a kick in now. It's a big mongrel. It's out of bounds. The throw in there on the boundary line. Players come across to take it. Gets it down to one of the Ariah Park blokes. John Brill's running hard at it. He should get a kick in there. It's across to Mick Steele. He's got plenty of room. He has a long kick, short pass there. Seals marks it on the chest. Gets a hand pass out to Crouch, and Crouchy back to Steele. Steele will go again back across to Rodney Crouch. He's through the pack. He'll have a shot from there. That's through for a point. Goal umpire, I don't know what's going on. Sludge is across for another kick. Goes for a short pass up the centre. Ariah Park marks in front. He's taken his time. He's lost all leads. Oh, he's hooked into a big talk. Mick Steele's under it. He'll mark it on the chest. He goes back. Kicks it across into the centre. Anthony Irvine's there for Ariah Park. He'll go back for a kick. He's kicked a short pass. Hit one of them on the tip. Ooh, Plough's doing a bit of rough play there. He's gone across to the half-forward flank. Brad Roberts marks again. That's a strong mark. He plays on. He has a bounce. He's gone round him again. He's going to have a big one. Ooh, and Gawne marks it on the chest for Ariah Park. He looks like he's going to have a shot from there. Might be a bit out of his distance. If he's put it up in the air. Oh, there's 3 of them there, and one of them marks it easily. He's put it through for one behind. Lou would say he'd have to fall over from there to miss that one. Lou reckons you'd have to fall over to miss it from there. John Brill's going to take the kick out from fullback. He's opted for a torp. She's a big long one, bit of a mongrel. Ariah Park's in front. Watts has got the ball. It's had it taken away from him, and he's having a bounce, Ariah Park. They like to do that. He's going to have a shot. He's lined him up. Oh, and he's hit John Brill on the chest. He plays on. Kick up the centre. Hit Shane. He's got Shaney Manning. Shaney's got a pass out to Paul Kelly, and he kicks it long. Seals is there. He should mark that. No, he's dropped it. He went for it one hand. He's in the pack. He's got it out. Rodney Crouch, have a long one at him. And he does. Bryon is there, but it's just through for one behind. Sludge has got to walk back from centre half back for the kick out. Another short pass. He's got one of them. He's put it up. Shaney Manning's under it, punches it away. She's in. Dumpile. No, he's given a free kick for around the neck. Shaney Manning's take the kick. He's kicked it long. It's a big mongrel. Pete Walsh is there, takes a good mark. He's been steamrolled by a big sludge. Pete Walsh has been told to have his shot for goal. He's going to kick a torp. Oh, that's a mongrel. It's out wide and Trevor Cox is there. Takes an easy mark on the chest. He's lined him up. He's put it through for a good goal. Gerard Rava. Yep. Mick Steele's came off and Gerard Rava's came on. Oh. Sorry. He's rucked it up. Ariah Park wins it out. Paul Kelly's going through. Gerard Rava he's had it knocked out. Watts has got it. He's chasing it. Scully comes through, but Watts has still got it. Centers it back in. Oh, almost a mark there to Beaker. She's on the ground. Gets it out to Ariah Park. Brad Roberts has got it again for Ariah Park. Gets a hand pass out. Not a very good kick, but Ariah Park marks safely on the chest. He's played on. Oh, he's been hit round the neck, but he gets his kick in. Shane Manning's there. Takes a good mark on the chest. Oh, he goes for the hand pass, but doesn't come off. It's across Ariah Park. They're all on this by themselves. He goes for another long hand pass. Gawne's got it. He should give it over the top. He's fumbled. Shaney Manning backs up well and gets it. Gone for the pass out. And Keogh drops it. Drops the easy chest mark. Across to Phill Carroll. He's gone back into the play and he gets smothered. Rodney Crouch has got it. He's well tackled. Let's kick off the ground. Gary Keogh's got it again with the hand pass across. Trevor Cox has got the play. Oh, he's been busted. Phill Carroll drops it. Kick off the ground, but it's getting nowhere. Scrappy play. It's back up to Ariah Park's half-forward flank. Plough's there. Oh, he's dodged round one. He's gone for the handball. Jason Cox is not doing much with it. He gets a hand pass across. Paul Kelly's there. He's caught. He's dropped the ball. You want a gauge on it? It's gone for the drop punt. Oh, it's a shocker. It's back across in the centre. Skello's come through using his weight. Rava gets, oh, he's tripped. Symons there. Big long kick. Oh, Sludge is there. He should mark that. No, he's dropped it. Ooh, should have been around the neck there to Beaker. Sludge is gone. They're all over him. No. Symons there. He should get a goal here. Well, he screwed it backwards. Just through for a point. Yeah, from fullback. That's another short pass. Pete Walsh is there, but Ariah Park marks it. He's played on. He's put it high, and Johnny Brill's there. Oh, he's dropped it. Skello's there. Oh, that's round the neck. No, he didn't pay it. Scrummagey play. The umpire should bounce it up. He's missing a few, the umpire. Bounces it up, and John Brill gets a good punch out. Gerard Rava's there. Taps it on in front of him. Seals has got it, and he drops it. Rodney Crouch has got it. He's gone for a run. He's put it up into the forward line. They all flew, but no one got it. It's down on the ground again. Umpire's going to bounce it up. No one contested it. Bruno puts it through for an easy goal. The Lions lead 61-1. Yeah. Never know. Plough's in there to take the centre bounce. It's a good bounce. He's run under it. Ariah Park wins it out. Rodney Crouch knocks it out. Two Ariah Park blokes there. One's Timmy Rye. Oh, he's been tackled and put down. Ariah Park steps around. Ariah Park marks. Around the centre half forward region. He's gone for a short pass across. Anthony Irvine's there for Ariah Park, but he doesn't get it. Diddles has been caught. He's got it again. Gets a hand pass out. Skello, he's dropped the ball. Kicks it off the ground. She's on the ground. Young gainer for Ariah Park's got it. Oh, he's well tackled. Scrummagey play again. Ariah Park gets it out. Plough's there by himself. He should take it. Go for a long one. Oh, he's kicked it top. Straight up in the air. He hadn't got any distance. Craig Ceeley's got it. Kicks it. And Beaker takes a mark on the chest. Kicks it across. Oh, it's smothered. He should pick it up. He'll have to have a shot from there. It's gone across and through for a point. We've got a new fullback. Kick the drop punt out. Plough's there. He's flew. Oh, he's took a strong mark. One grab Plough. He's confident he's going to have a ping at him. The big drop punt. He hadn't quite got the distance. Falls well short. Ariah Park punches it out. It's on the ground again. Seals has got it. He's caught. No, he's got it out. Umpire's not paying tackles. Gary Keogh's punching along in front of him. Palms off one of his own players and puts it out wide. Beaker's there. He's lost it. It's out of bounds. Not much has happened. It's on the ground again. Beak's got it out. Richo's had a shot. Is that two of them? No, Pete Walsh got it out. Or did he? No, there's two of them out there, is there? There's two Beakers out there, are they? Richardson's out there.
Yeah, Richardson's out there, 74.
Is there two of them though? 74.
No, otherwise very well, 73.
Who's playing full forward? Kicks out. Seals is burrowing through. That's another Beak. He's got the free kick for around the neck or something. Craig by forward pocket. And the two Richardsons on this side. Seals is going to have a shot at. Don't fancy him. Looks good. It's through for a goal.
I was going to get you a prize, but I won't now.
You can go and get that cord down for me if you like. It's going right across my blooming thing. Couldn't work out what it was.
Pat Dillon's on the ground now and he's going to take the ruck. Who came off? David Logan. Timmy Ryer's got it out for Ariah Park and Paul Kelly gets it. Kick off the ground by Ariah Park. He's in the clear, that bloke, but he's just dropped it. Another hand pass back to him. It's a long kick in. Johnny Brill dropped the chest mark there. It was a pretty hard one. Diddles has got it. Left foot kick. Out onto the wing. Gary Keogh's there. He's got all the time in the world. Oh, he's gone for a hand pass. He's given it to no one. Back to Gary Keogh from Rodney Crouch. Long kick in. Ganmain's behind. Ariah Park's there. He's got time. He picks it up. Didn't look where he kicked it. And Gerard Rava's there to take an easy pass. He plays on. Kicks it long. Bryony's there and marks it before it goes over the line. He's going to have a shot. Lined him up. He's put it through. Oh no, he's given it as a point. Kicks it out wide. Diddles is there, he drops it. Smiley gets it out. It's on the ground again, he should bounce it, but no, Symons got it out, Rodney Crouch has got it. Kicks it in. Ariah Park kicks it out. Diddles is there and takes an easy chest mark. He's going back. He's taken plenty of time.
Thanks, Joe.
I think he's a bit out of his distance. He's gone for a short pass. That's a good one. And one of the Richardsons marks it. Don't know which one it is. I haven't got a clue. He's the youngest one. He's the oldest one. Maybe.
Dark hair.
He stabbed at it and it's through for a point. Ariah Park takes a kick out. It's a shocker. It's on the ground. Picks it up and gets another one out. Scallo's in there. They're running at the ball. Oh, they're overrun it. Scallo goes to Sheppard, but he's got it. Gets a hand pass out to Rodney Crouch. Rodney Crouch across to Seals. Seals going to have a long one. Oh, it's a shocker of a kick. That's out of bounds on the full. Free kick there, Ariah Park in the forward pocket. Puts it up. Rodney Crouch, no, oh they fly. It's on the ground, the umpire's going to bounce it up. It's gone back over his head and Ariah Park punches it out. It's on the ground, everyone's in there. One of the Ariah Park bloke wins out. Oh, he's been rayed all over, the umpire didn't see it. Pat Dillon's got it. The umpire's going to bounce it up. Pat Dillon's up, he gets a knockout to Kell. Kell has a left foot pass, it goes nowhere. Rodney Crouch has got it again. Should centre it. He has. They can test well and Simon takes it and puts it through.
There's a siren for the second half of the first game for 1984 with the Lions holding commanding lead of 72-1. Player takes the ball out of the centre but loses it to the area park player. It's a scramble at centre half forward for the Bombers. Handballed out by the Lions, taken out there by the Lions, and dodges it, breaks a tackle and then misses his kick. Scramble there on the half forward line for the Bombers. Bounce there on the half forward line for the Bombers, taken away by the area park ruckman. Handball out to no man's land there. It's a race on for the ball between two players. Picked up by the Bombers, handball out, and then it's dropped. A scramble develops on the half forward line. Handball out by the Bombers, taken away by Warts. A long kick down onto the half-back line. Knocked out to Diddles Carroll, but he fumbles. Rodney Crouch picks the ball up, passes down the line, but it's not a good kick. Area park player dropped the ball. Simon Crouch takes the ball from a hand pass, has a look into the forward line, and it's a long kick. A very good mark taken down there at full forward by the Lions player, Shane Manning. Has a look and puts it right through the centre of the goals. Takes the score on to 11 goals, 12 to 1 point. And the umpire brings the ball back to the central umpire, walks in. Players set themselves, dumps the ball down. Player comes in, taps the ball up, knocked up again by the Lions, out into the centre there, knocked on by the Bombers, out to Diddles Carroll. Simon's got the box seat out here, knocks it on to Seals. Long kick right through the centre, and that's a very good goal. Tom. Ball back to the central umpire again. Player sets himself to take the knock. Down goes the ball. It's not a good bounce. It's taken there by the Lions. Pushes it into Warts. Pushes it into the half-forward line. Forced along. Picked up by Warts, and it's in his back. No, the umpire's ruled the other way. Dropping the ball. Bombers kicked the ball out on their wing. Taken there by Johnny Steele. No, Mike Steele. Skello's got the ball there on the half-back line. Goes back to have his kick. Has a look. Kicks it out wide. Lions player there takes the ball, fumbles, drops it, falls over. Player's got the ball and he's dropped it. Bombers go back to have their kick. It's play on now. He dodged the player on the mark and passes it in there, but it's taken by Shane Manning. Shane plays on, and I think he's been caught. He's been ruled holding, dropping the ball. Bombers free kick, half forward flank. Long kick into the forward line. Taken there by Sludge. Back he goes to have his kick. Has a look. Decides to have a long kick into the forward line. Lions ruckman should be back there now in the goal square, waiting for the ball to drop short. It's a long kick, but offline. 1 point only. Second score for the Bombers. They now 2 points to the Lions 84. Brill's got the ball. He's going to take the kick out. Lead's coming from all ways by the Lions. He elects to kick it out onto the eastern flank. It's a short kick. Fumble there by the Bombers player. Kicked off the ground by the Bombers player, and it's a free kick to the Lions. Patrick Dillon's got the free kick. Short kick, straight to Warts. He takes the mark. Goes back to have his kick. Long kick from Warts over there. Player's got the box seat. If he takes the mark, he should be right. Back to have his kick. Bit of stop-start going on. Long high kick by Plough. It's got the sitter. It should be Richardson, I think. 64. Yes, Peter Richardson. Without well within shooting distance, he should have a kick for goal here. Comes in. Ball on the... and it's straight through the centre. Goal umpire doesn't move. Another goal to the Lions. Takes them further ahead now to 90 points. Henry umpire trundles the ball back into the central umpire. Once again, ball into play. It's a bad bounce again. It comes out to the Bombers' way, taken there by Craig Bryon. He fumbles and he's been ruled holding the ball. Sludge kicks the ball down to the forward line. It's Robert Kimber fumbles, misses the ball, kicked out there by the Lions player out. Steely's overrun the ball. It's picked up now by Keezy into the centre. Two players there, Beaker. Beaker gives the handball over to Rodney Crouch. Rodney should look for a player further down the field. And it's taken there by the Bombers.
Rodney.
Should have had a look for the player.
Rodney. Didn't you see it over the top?
Taken down to the forward line. It's into our forward pocket there. It's Simon Crouch is in possession. He's dropped it. He's fumbled. And the ball is now into a scramble again. Umpire elects to ball the ball up. Players crowd around the ball. Down to the turf. Bad bounce once again. It comes out there. It's knocked over by the Lions. Player fumbles when he should have taken it. Picked up by the Bombers. Miskicked. And it's a fumble once again. Players in there trying to put the ball out. Pushed out in front of the Lions player. Simon Crouch falls on the ball, but I think the umpire will bounce it up once again. Not much system about the play at the moment, just a matter of pushing the ball in front of them. Player takes the knock, hits it out, but it goes to a Bombers player once again. And once again, they all fall on the ball, and it's going to be another bounce. Nope, he's let it go on. Now he decides he'll have a bounce. You just about throw a blanket over the players. They're all crowded in there and together. Warts tears through the pack, loses the ball when he gets to the other side. Seals has got the ball, and I think he's been held. Yes, holding the ball, and the umpire gives the kick to the Bombers again. Long kick by the very high up in the air. Players set themselves underneath it. Bombers player flies over the top. Robert Kimber fumbles the ball out the open. And again, it's a scramble in there. Kicked out along the wing by the Bombers player. Robert Kimber's got the lead. He's picked up the ball, turns, has a long kick. Player should take it on his chest. Plays on, has a bounce. Now should have a look for a player. Oh, he tries to dodge the player in front. He's got it around, but then he ruins all his good work by kicking it out on the full. Should have steadied, had a look, put the ball right into the goal square. Whoops, and he jumps over the top. Ball back into the centre again now, and it's bounced for the Bombers. It's Steely, the Ganmain player, playing for the Bombers, that pushes the ball out in front. Now it's knocked over the back, and it's the Bombers player's got the ball. Peter Richardson's got the ball, but it's been held to him. The umpire's going to have a ball up. Should push the ball out in the open now. Rodney's taken the knock there when he should have taken the ball. Dives in on the ball, and once again it's another scramble. Not enough talking going on amongst the Lions players. They should be talking to each other. Good bounce. Kelly goes for the knock over the top. Rodney Crouch goes through, takes the ball, but he's been tackled. Ball's loose on the ground. Now it's back out to Craig Bryon. He's got the set. He should have a look now and have a long kick down into the forward line. Looks for the winger, but it's the wrong one. Steely goes back to have his kick. It'll be a long kick. Craig Bryon takes a nice mark over the top of the pack. Handball's out to Diddles Carroll, and he has a look down there now. Two Lions players there spoil each other. Once again, it's Steele that picks up the ball. Back into the forward line again with a long kick. Craig Bryon and Sludge go for the ball. Craig Bryon knocks the ball out. Picked up by Kelly and held to him. Umpire will ball the ball up again. Craig Bryon goes for the rock. It's won by the Bombers out to Peter. Peter kicks the ball the wrong way and hits the Bombers player right on the chest with it. I think it's young Coxie. Yes, it is. He's coming back to have his kick. Has a look, lines up the goals, kicks long, kicks straight, and he's kicked a goal. First score for the Bombers. They're now 1-2 to 13-12. Once again, the ball's back in the centre. Yeah. Central umpire now comes in to bounce the ball. Ruckman set themselves. It bounces crooked, taken there, knocked out by the Bombers, back to their half-forward line. He's caught with the ball, handballs it out again. Sludge knocks it out. Craig Bryon kicks it left-footed out to the Lions player who's tackled again. Ball's loose in the centre now. Robert Kimber and Kelly there are battling for the ball. Kell picks the ball up, has a fresh air hand pass, and the Bombers player's been tackled with the ball by Diddles Carroll, and the umpire's ruled that it's been held to him. Another ball up by the umpire. Once again, the ball bounces crooked, and again a pack forms around the ball. The Bombers player's got the ball, breaks loose, he's tackled, drops the ball, and the umpire rules once again that it's a centre bounce. Shocking bounce by the umpire. Bounces straight to the Bombers player. He punches the ball back over the heads, and another pack forms there. That should be a free kick to the Lions. In the back to Diddles Carroll. Had the ball. Diddles has the ball. Has a look. Kicks it high. Player's got the ball. Being scragged, but he still hands up with the mark. The umpire rules play on, dropping the ball. What a shocking decision. Marked the ball, got scragged, and still got free kicked. Bombers ball again, kicks it down to centre half forward. Craig Bryon takes a long, big mark over the top. All the players are calling for the ball, but they should be leading out wide so that the ball can be passed to them. Once again, it's Steele that takes the mark on the centre wing for them. Long kick by Steele, high and long, straight to Craig Bryon, and he takes another good mark. And the umpire calls play on. Out here to Logue. Playing in the Bombers Guernsey. Steele's got the ball again. He breaks through the pack and he's well smothered by Kell. Handball again by the Bombers. And another handball out to the loose player. It's Steele again, and Steele has a long kick into the forward line. Simon Crouch sets himself, touches the ball, drops it, and it's kicked through by the Bombers for a goal. And it's young Coxie again who's kicked the goal for the Bombers. Ball back in the centre to the umpire. Bombers half forward flanker sitting down there on his own, no man on him. Ball bounces again. It's knocked out by the Bombers out into the line there. Diddles Carroll takes the ball, has a hand pass. Rodney Crouch picks the ball up, tries to break through the pack. Hand passes to no man. The ball's loose on the ground now, picked up by the Bombers and passed out to their forward pocket. Little blonde fella gets the ball, kicks it down, and it should be Simon Crouch. No talking in the forward line. They crash each other. Handball over the top and straight through. No, he's hit the post from point blank range. You couldn't possibly think he could miss from there, but that's what's happened. Simon Crouch kicks the ball out. It's a long kick out onto the eastern flank there, and it's well taken there by young Rava. Play on, says the umpire. He pushes the ball in front of him. Bombers player falls on the ball and is out again now. Robert Kimber picks the ball up, has a long kick down to the centre wing, taken there by the Bombers player, and he's been felled after he kicked the ball. Ball loose on the ground, but one picked up by the Bombers player and forced over the boundary line for another throw in. Players set themselves. Ball over the top, well up, gives them all a good look at us. Knocked out there, loose on the centre. Picked up by Rodney Crouch. Left foot kick down into player. Player's taking a good mark. Should look for a player now running past because I think the Lions have got to get the ball into this run-on game again. Long kick by player, right down into the middle. 3 or 4 players there. Steele fumbles the ball, picked up by the Bombers, kicked out onto the wing. Diddles Carroll, he's got the run on the ball. If he keeps his eye on the ball, he overruns the ball again. Diddles has got the ball in front of him, fumbles again. Shane Manning picks it up between his legs, tackled without the ball, knocked on by Diddles across to his players there. Players pick the ball up like a rover, taken race through, kicks it straight across the ground. Robert Kimber's got the set there, but the Bombers player comes in and upsets him. Caught with the ball there. Bombers bring it out again, up to their half-forward line. Wart's hand knocks the ball away from there. It's a race on there. Cox is in front, has got the ball picked up, being harassed by Warts. Craig Bryon picks it up, hand passes over the top to Warts. Warts picks the ball up, has a long kick down to the centre wing there. I think it's young Rava. He's taken the ball nicely, has a look, kicks it down to the half-forward flank. All taken there by Keogh. No, it's... Ball into the forward pocket, and a scramble develops right near the point post, and the ball's out over the sideline. Player takes the ball from over the back, knocks it over to the front. Bombers are in front now. It's picked up in front by Peter Richardson. Handballs back in, but once again, all the players fall on the ball, and the umpire's going to rule another ball up. Players set themselves, ball to the turf, and it's not a bad bounce this time. Player takes the ball and hits it over to the Bombers player, who in turn kicks it down to their player, sitting on his own. Long kick by the Bombers. Down to Warts. Warts been interfered with without the ball. Craig Bryan takes the ball at the back of the pack, has a look, puts it under his arm and has a run. Long kick over to the side, sludged. Nope, it's Logan, takes the ball. The Bombers player picks the ball up, kicks it down to centre half forward, and once again it's the Lions player taking the ball. Puts the ball over to the half back flank where it's Warts. He takes the ball now, has a long kick down to the half forward flank. Off the hands of the pack over the back, picked up by the Lions. Long right foot kick right into the goal square. Kelly tries to take the mark but fumbles it, and the ball's rushed through for one behind. Long kick out by the defending player. Oh, he's been terribly interfered with. It's a free kick to the Bombers. Irvine's the player. Bomber have the ball on the Lions half-forward flank. Has a long kick down to their centre half-forward. It's a one-for-one tussle between Craig Bryan and the Bombers player. Craig Bryan wins out with a knock over the pack. Picked up by the Lions and kicked down to the half-forward flank. Lions player takes the ball off the top of the pack, picks it up, has a bounce, has another bounce, and running into towards the goals and has a long kick. Paul Kelly takes the ball right on the behinds post. Should have a shot from here. Goes back, settles himself and has a look. Runs in, puts the ball on his boot and kicks. And the goal umpire puts up one finger. It's a behind. The score now 13-14, 92 to 2-3, 15. Ball back to the fullback. Runs back. Has a kick out onto the flank. Players set themselves over the back of the pack. Player misses the ball when he goes to knock it on. Hit over now. Steely's got the run of the ball. Keeps the ball in front of him. Ball has a bad bounce back. And I think the player's into his back. But it's play on according to the umpire. Player takes the handball. Ducks under the tackle. Has a kick into the centre. Rodney Crouch has got the set there. Takes a good mark over the top. Runs on. Kicks the ball across to the Lions centre half forward mark. Ball's dropped from there. Kicked into the player on the mark. And is now once again forced down to the centre wing. There's the siren for the end of the third quarter with the scores 13-14, 92 to 2-3, 15. Place commenced now for the third quarter, and it's down on the Lions half-forward flank. Bombers player has been caught in possession of the ball, and the Lions player, Phill Carroll, has come back now to have a shot at goal.
Drop in front, John.
Takes his time, has a good look at the ball, has a look at the goals, runs in, ball onto his boot, and it's trying to drop short. The Lions player in front is Bryon, I think, 64. No, Phil Peter Richardson got the ball. Richo comes in, has a look at the goals, kicks it straight through the centre. Goal umpire doesn't move, and once again another goal to the Lions. The Lions coach just makes a statement that young Cox has kicked 3 goals, 2 for the opposition and 1 for the Lions. Shows that he has a go whichever side he's playing for. Central umpire's got the ball on the centre again, comes in, throws the ball to the turf and bounces back to Rodney Crouch. Rodney takes the ball, runs out, got caught there, handball over the top to Brill. Brill fumbles with the ball, pushed in the back and drops the ball, falls onto the ball now, and another melly's developed now, and the umpire rules once again that there's have a bounce. Throws the ball down, bounces up straight this time. The Bombers player palms the ball out into the open, knocked on by Rodney Crouch, but it goes to the Bombers player and bumps it back again. Peter's got the ball now, punches up in the air, hit over by the Bombers, cross to the Lions player, runs out wide, hits the player in front of him with the ball and puts it out in front of the Lions player. Runs on now, being pushed in front of the Bombers player out the front. And it's a 1-for-1 race, and the Bombers player picks the ball up, has a kick, but it's gone over the sideline out on the full. Rava moves up to take the mark. Ball back to the Bombers player. Kicks it into the centre. It's well up in the air. Coxie and the Bombers player go out, and it's a good mark to the Lions player. Coxie kicks it over the centre. It's 2 players there. 2 Lions players spoil each other. It goes over the back to 3 Bombers players. Picks it up onto his left foot. Kicks it down the centre, and it's Cox once again. He's been marked in front by the Bombers player. Runs on, gets tackled by the Lions player, and it's a free kick to Coxie. Plays on now, round his mark. Kicks it up the centre half forward. Over the top of the players, off the hands of the pack. Fumbles along the front. Handball over into the goal square, and it's another goal. Shane Manning's kicked a good goal. Called for the ball well and took it. It's a change for Shane, being moved out of the back line of the forward line. I think he's kicked 2 or 3 goals now. Ball back to the centre. Players set themselves. Lions look a bit short around the centre bounce there. Down to the ground. Hit out by Pete, straight out to Diddles. Left foot out to the half-forward flank. Players running for the ball now. It's bouncing along in front of him. Picks it up, drops it again, picks it up again. Handballs out to the loose man running past, but it misses the player. Picked up now on the run, and he's been tackled and drops the ball. Players fall on top of the ball now, and the umpire once again rules a ball up. Player takes the knock in the centre. Knocked out by Keogh. Out to the Lions player. Kicks around the player on the mark. Big long kick by the Bombers backman. 1-for-1 competition there. Taken by Peter. Handball over to Rodney Crouch. Rodney Crouch has a long kick into the goal square, and it's bounced the right way through for a goal. Well done, Pete. When the Lions talk to each other and get the ball moving freely, they play good football. They must learn that they've got to talk to each other when they're running in. Ball back in the centre again. Logan is going to take the centre bounce, sets himself. Ball onto the centre, it's a good bounce. Logan palms it over the back to the Bombers player, takes it off the top of the pack, and it's hit out onto the wing. Keezy's got the ball, goes back, has a look, long kick into the forward line, falls in no man's land. Player takes the ball off the top of there, but then he runs into a player and he gets tackled. Ball on the ground now. Long kick by the Bombers, back into the centre of the field again. Low goes the punch, knocks it out well. Bombers player takes the ball. Howie's in control of the ball, a good hand pass out into the open. Picked up by the Lions player. Player's got the ball, tries to knock it on to Richo. Handball over to young Rava. Bombers player intercepts, knocks it back to the centre. And Shane Manning takes the mark right at the centre half forward position. Goes back, has a long look and a long kick into the forward line. Over the back it's going to go. It should roll through, and it's gone through for 1 point. Bombers player to kick the ball out. Oh, he elects to run on, and that's a bit of a penalty. I think he must kick the ball first. Yes, the umpire's taken him back, and he's going to have a bounce. Umpire's got the ball right on the point of the goal square. Bounces the ball down, comes out, taken off the top of pack by young Brill, and it's a good kick right through the centre. Good goal by young Brill. Lions now move into a commanding lead of 117 points to 2-3-15. Lions coach making another change now, bringing Simon Crouch off and running on Paul Kelly. Ball back into the centre again. Central umpire has the ball. Throws it onto the turf, bounces up straight. Logan takes the knock over the back there. Bombers player picks the ball up from the knock, kicks it over into the centre, picked up by another player. Handball out to Sludge. Sludge has a kick, picks it up again, has another kick, and is taken there by the Bombers player. Has a look, puts it over the top back to Sludge. Sludge takes it on his chest. Runs around. Has a kick, long kick into the forward line, touched off the hands of the pack and through for 1 point. Bombers move on to 2-4-16. Paul Kelly to do the kick out, comes out onto the western wing, long punt kick. Ball off the hands of the pack onto the ground, picked up by the Bombers player, left foot kick out onto the forward flank. It's a 1-for-1 race between two players. Ball's knocked back into the centre, picked up by Wards, handballed across to Craig Bryon. Craig Bryon puts it across onto the half-back flank and is taken there on the wing by Steele. Steele has a look into the centre, takes a kick, dropped by Rodney Crouch, turns and runs on, misses the ball, now dived on by the Bombers. Trying to get the ball out, I think the umpire will have a bounce. Ball onto the turf again. Logan takes the knock. Knocked over the back to Player. Player takes it off the top of the pack. Handball back to Logan. Handballs it out then and the Bombers player picks it up. Breaks through the pack. Has a long kick into the forward line. Three players race to the ball. Comes out onto the half forward flank. Taps it in front of the Bombers player. Shane Manning. No, it's Kelly. Picks it up and he's legged by the opposition player and should get a free kick. Paul Kelly has a look. Brings it out onto the wing. Player takes the ball off the top of the pack, but it falls to the ground and gets picked up. Rodney Crouch fumbles the ball in front of him, picks it up, runs around, runs wide, kicks it wide down to the forward line, and the Bombers player picks it up and pushes out in front of him. Picked up again by the Bombers, handball over the top, and it's fumbled. Ball in front of him, player tries to pick the ball up, handballs it out to young Rava. Rava has a kick, across the half forward line, it's now bouncing loose into the goal square, and it runs through for one behind to the Lions. Takes their score on to 17-16, 117 to 2-4-16 to the Bombers. Ball back to the fullback. Ceeley, long kick, tries there and bounces short in front of the pack. Picked up by young Cox, fumbles again and falls in front of him. Keeps the ball in control, handballs over the top to Diddles. Intercepted by the Bombers, and once again 2 or 3 players fall on top of the ball. being forced out, now in possession of one of the Bombers players, but it's being held to him by the Lions player. Ball back to the central umpire for another bounce. Up the ball goes, player goes up, no one wins that one. Picked up by Cox, swings around onto his right foot, has a kick, and it's intercepted once again by the Bombers player. Knocks the ball to the ground. Richardson picks the ball up, kicks it over to Shane Manning over the top of the pack, and Shane lines up the goals and puts it straight through the centre. Right, once again the ball's back in the possession of the central umpire, and he throws it to the ground, bounces up. David Logan takes the bounce, knocks it out to Diddles Carroll, who flicks it behind him. Pummeled on the ground, and once again 3 or 4 players are dropped on it, and it'll be another bounce. Diddles is off the ground, wrong Carroll. Logan goes over the top of the pack, handballs it well by player, fumbled by Rodney Crouch. Now the ball's being forced along the ground, back through the legs of the players to player, who handballs out into the open space. There's 3 players to 1, and young Rava picks up the ball, keeps it down to the Ganmain player, who traps it inside the boundary, has a look, runs in and puts it through for 1 behind. Ceeley has the ball, has a little click, runs on, now a bounce and runs towards the player. He's dropped the ball in front of him. David Logan picks the ball up, pushes out in front of him. Picked up by the Lions player, who kicks it into the goal square, and it's a good mark taken in there by, I don't know who. Brad Roberts, I believe. Lines the goals up, has a look. And he's put it through for 1 goal. Right, once again the ball's back in the central back with the central umpire in the centre, and he's about to bounce it and put the game back into motion again. Bounces out wide to Peter. Peter hand palms it down to Rodney Crouch, and misses it. Kicked there by the Lions player, but overrun by the Bombers. Taps through the legs. Skellow's in possession of the ball, but they're falling on top of him, and I believe he'll get a free kick for that. Skellow has a look, runs out towards the wing, but kicks it into the player on the mark. Rodney Crouch swoops in, picks up the ball, runs around the player, has a look and kicks it down to the half-forward line, but there's nobody out there. Johnny Brill has picked the ball up on the other side, slips, should hand pass it now, but he's now hand passed to the player on the who's tackled him. Bombers in possession of the ball, taps it out there, and once again it's now developed into another scrimmage. Central umpire will have a bounce. Bounces the ball, up it goes high. Bombers player knocks the ball down to the Lions player, who kicks it out. Player picks it up off the hands of the pack, goes like a rover, nearly got caught. Coxie kicks the ball down into the forward line. It's a 1-for-1 competition, and the Lions player wins out. Once again, it's Brad Roberts. Comes back, has a look. And the way he kicked the last one, he should put this one through too. Comes in, ball onto his foot. Kicks, and it's another goal. Good goal to Brad Roberts. Lions move on now to score 19-17, 131 to 2-4-16. You might nearly say they've got the game won. Ball back in the centre by the boundary umpire, given to the central umpire. Comes in. Bounces the ball. Once again it bounces crooked. Taken by Shane Manning. Fumbles it down onto their Bombers, pushing the ball along in front of them. It's now in front of young Rava. Rava hits the ball on, picks it up, handballs it out there to Brad Roberts. Brad Roberts has a left foot kick, kicks it over the top, fumbled on the boundary line, it's loose on the ground. The Bombers player picks it up. Ceeley breaks through the pack, handballs it out to the Bombers up in the kick, and now it's a kick down to the centre wing, and Brad Roberts runs in unopposed to pick the ball up. Kicks the ball. It's not a very good kick. It fumbles, dribbles through the legs of the players onto Peter, and Peter kicks a long kick down, and it goes out of bounds on the full in the forward pocket for the Lions. Ball back with the Bombers player. He's got two leads down the flank here. Lex to kick it into the centre. Player fumbles, misses it when he should have taken it. Picked up by young Rava. Rava has a kick. And once again, it's now gone over the side for a boundary throw-in. Ball back with the boundary umpire. Comes in, throws it over his head. Ruckman pump it out. Picked up by the Bombers player. Tackle, drops the ball. Kicked straight across the face of the goal by the Lions player. Peter Richardson chases the ball and it goes out over the boundary line. Boundary umpire in possession of the ball. He's it back over his head. Johnny Brill knocks it out, picked up by the Bombers, over the back of the pack. Comes around, Brilly comes around again, picks it up, has a kick. Taken by Ceeley for the Bombers in the centre. Runs on, tackled, and he's been penalised for holding the ball too long. Phill Carroll's got the ball. I think he's going to have a shot. Runs in, puts the ball onto his boot. It's a drop punt. It's gone just to the side of the post and goes through for one behind. Ball back with the fullback. Once again, put the ball into play. This time he elects to kick straight down the centre. It's a long drop punt. Rodney Crouch goes up, drops the ball, misses it. Taken over the back by Brad Roberts. Handball out to Phill Carroll. Back to Brad Roberts. Handball over to Johnny Brill. Has a shot for goal and he puts it straight through the centre. Boundary umpire have the ball, now running it back towards the centre. Central umpire has the ball again. Comes in. Throws the ball onto the turf and it bounces over to Rodney Crouch. Takes the ball there, tackle, drops the ball. Turns back, picks the ball up, has a kick and kicks it out wide to the centre wing. Bombers player is in front, misses the ball, bounces back, misses another player. Picked up by the Bombers. Howe has a kick, it's an up and under. Carroll's got the ball on the centre wing. Has a look, kicks it along, torpedo punt into the centre half forward position there. And it's a mark taken by Plough. Plough goes back. Kicks the ball, it wobbles towards the forward line, but there goes the siren. It's the end of the match, and the Lions have had a comfortable win. 20 goals, 18, 144 to 2-4, 16.